I feel like Gnar is the more safer pick because you will just tend to have a favorable lane matchup, but it feels more stable. You're that more solid frontliner. And they already have a lot of AP damage in this composition. Oh, they are trying to set up here.
Yeah, the timing on this gank, just as we're discussing this. The flash comes in, Renekton and Talia is there, and so is the shock blast from miles away. Rich is just dead.
Okay.
Already had flash. There's first blood given over to Scout.
Yeah, nice pick up there. Didn't even need to use the Weaver's Wall. Now, Hands overstepping a little bit, but he's able to fight them off.
Is just fine.
Yeah, he's fine. So I can continue my point, is what you're trying to say.
No, you can't.
No.
You has to ult away, but Tails is running him down. The barrier is there, and the flash comes out finally, but it's too late because the damage has been done, and Tails just straight up solo kills him.
Take him down, and this is a big win, getting your Yunara fed early. I mean, all the point I wanted to say is that, people are used to the amount of minions in the wave, and it's gonna catch off guard now.
Yeah.
No.
Not if you're really far behind at 30 minutes.
What do you mean?
Well, like Andal tries to pretend to be a caster minion after 30 minutes, right? When they're removed.
Yeah.
But they've already lost the game.
Oh, right,
No.
yeah. I mean, if they've already lost the game at 30 minutes.
Well, here's the setup from DRX. This is what we wanted to see, and King will get punished.
Okay, they find a play. It's supposed to be like a little point just about little minion Nico changes, and then stuff happened, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what even was the point of me saying this? Yeah, just disrespecting the ult power from the Yunara. It's a huge power spike. I feel like kind of akin to Zeri, where you... Oh.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to make a play here with Ghost Alistair. In comes Lehens, forces the flash. He is Alistair, so he's just going to press R and get out. Meanwhile, another 1v1, and this time Tune doesn't have flash. He's just dead. There's no getting out of that. And he just put himself in that position. He's just dead again. And now Scout is here. He's going to get the knockback all by himself. And Yukal, no flash. He used it earlier against Ghost Alistair. That's 2 kills for Nongshim. And Andal barely gets away. Nongshim are running this map.
Little unforgivable at this point. And Taeyun going to be extremely strong already in this game. And now Willa is trying to threaten.
Not with Lehens there.
Yeah.
No smite, no problem for Sponge.
So you could do that instead.
Well, they're trying to steal the red buff. Not going to be successful yet, but Andal going to get a 3-man knockup. The follow-up is there as well. The Fine goes in. The damage not quite layered, and Taeyun survives basically forever. And finally, Jiu going to press that R button and does get the shutdown just to immediately die. As now the wall is coming down, Sponge and Scout do one more. Then double engage comes in from Lehens, gets both of them, knocks him down with the stun. And Nongshim are just rolling them here.
So far ahead in gold. He now has the biggest lead in the game. And this Jace is just going to really snowball super hard. I think Jace is like the only farming jungler that we're really seeing. Obviously he's been banned a ton, so we're not really actually seeing him played that much. Fight. And like they're starting the dragon now, but Rich's Mega just timed out. So
Mega just timed out. The Rift Herald is dropped in mid.
That's a huge shock blast.
And there's a wall coming. So Yukal chunked out. It comes down to just an easy smite for Sponge, as Willer was not there. Now he's going to be going in. We got the flank coming in from Andal. They do take out Sponge, but what about the rest of them? Taeyun just dying on the left side by himself. Kind of out of reach of the rest of this team, and now Scout ends King and trying to put 2 and 2 together and do enough damage in a 3v5, which is honestly kind of close. Willer here on the right side. It looks like he might be isolated, and maybe a little bit of food here for the side of Nongshim to pick up, but...
Him.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like, he can farm faster now, so he can get his items faster, so it helps him do stuff like that. A couple of turrets are going to go down here for Nongshim. They just take DRX's turrets just like that. And now we got a deep TP coming in here from
this is a Mega Gnar.
He's pretty far away from the rest of his team, but he's got a Kaisa. They're trying to burst down Sponge, and they will be able to do it. And again, Taeyun is left by himself, and he has to flash the boomerang.
Andal has his flash. I think Willis is going to be back up as well. So,
we got a little play here on a Scout, who is all by his lonesome on the bottom side, doesn't have his flash, and even that little shield's not going to help against the 2 of them. The Baron, by the way.
So this does mean you can stack your passive very fast.
Yeah.
But does mean you're lacking the Nash.
They have a lot of damage on this Nasher, though. As now the engage comes in, Sponge is late for the smite, and the engage from Andil gets Sponge again. And Taeun, once again, they don't quite have the damage, though. They might be able to finally take him down, even through the exhaust. Jiu will take him out. Scout now. We're going to take down Jiu, and it looks like Kingen on the flank will be able to take down Jiu. But still, a Baron did go over to DRX. They're going to force that flash away from Yukal.
And now Nongshim are on Infernal Soul point. And with Infernal Soul, with a Jace.
Even if he keeps dying.
You see DRX trying to get control of the river right now. Summoner check. Do you see Scout's flashes down?
Oh, these guys do not have their flashes as they're getting engaged on by Lehens and his Alistair. And very tanky is Yukal on the rise. They're going to fight Sponge again. This Jace cannot survive for any amount of time. As now the damage isn't going in onto Jiwoo. He has that angle on the back line and just absolutely decimates them. We do have now the Realm Warp to come on in. Andil says hello, lands the root and dies, but he did his job as Lehens sticks around as well. And it's an ace for DRX.
I wasn't sure who was going to take that Realm Warp.
Accelerated Shock Blast. So he tries to auto once and instantly dies.
Yeah.
And it just feels like he's always in range of the Vi ult, and outside of the one Shock Blast, he's not doing a whole lot except dying. And Jiu goes in, gets the bait with the Zhonya's. I don't know if it's going to pay off, though, as they try to turn. He's able to flash out of there, and he gets the kill onto the Renekton as well. As now we got the Realm Warp follow-up, and it looks like Scout is not long for this world. Gets taken out. At least Sponge is able to push the wave, as it looks like mid lane is not going to be where DRX will get their push.
That was such a crazy engage from Jiu. And you know what? Sometimes great engages, there's a thin line between, madness and greatness. And he definitely was treading that line. And making it work, right? Baited so many cooldowns, and the rest of the team were there to follow. He did end up going down, I think, clipped. Well, so extra permission to
Zhonya's not up yet, though.
Hit a W. No, Zhonya's not up. Yeah, you're correct. Wait for Zhonya and then
soon. And now Kingen, I mean, they do so much damage. He just has to engage. It's a smart idea, but now this ult is going in on the Taeun, and he's just taken out immediately. Jiu does insane damage at this point and takes out Scout, and I think it is just too far gone at this point. DRX are rolling them now. Even after that very one-sided early game, it does not matter. DRX now looking at another Baron.
And it just feels like, especially with how this game started, like, we're going to be completely honest, Jiwoo was having a terrible game with being run down by Taeun multiple times.
Slow start.
Early on, and he is just finding angle after angle. This game was in a terrible state. Again, not even close to the biggest throw that we've seen today. It's been a problem that they just haven't been able to resolve. Willer just presses the R button, and Taeun can't play the game.
Yeah, it really is that simple. If they were farther behind and the threats were actually threatening, then yeah. As, okay, this time Willer is kind of in a rough spot. Andil goes in by himself. This is not the cleanest fight, but at least they get punched again. Taeun just melts. And, yeah, he's just gone. I don't think Scout can do nearly enough. DRX are just way too far ahead. They absolutely roll them. They might just end the game.
It looks like it just doesn't even matter how the fight starts. DRX are all going to just fly in and win the fight. They are just all on the same page. It's just see champion, kill champion, right? Anyone who shows up in front of them is a target, and they will just take them down. And DRX, they bounce back. They had a pretty significant 4,000 gold deficit, but they know what that composition needs to do, and they're going to make it work.
There you go, 30 minutes. The comeback is real.
You just literally just laser focused until the Calista hops a little bit too close to terrain, and then you're like flash stunning and hoping you have enough damage to kill her. Which, to be honest, you don't, because it's Calista Renata, right? Defend against us, and Willer's here.
Willer's here.
You don't need to do this, I'm just going to say.
Well, they're going to send it. Jiwoo, he gets that barrier. He is going to get knocked up, and there it is, first blood. 2 kills for the Calista. Sponge also survives from all the turret shots he also took here. Okay. Willer not able to do a whole lot.
You know, I said you don't need to do it. They pulled it off very dead.
And, you know, maybe Nongshim can get a dragon off of this.
I think the only way... I think he's probably just dead. I think he's just dead.
Yep, flash on in for the engage just to make 100% sure that Kingen could not flash it.
Yeah.
And that is easy.
He is just dead.
Now, Gio is... He's still not having fun. He wasn't having fun regardless of if Andil was there or not. So probably a good idea for Andil to roam, as long as Dew is not getting dove.
Yeah, he's lacking the buckler support right now, so...
Everybody already knows. We do have a Pantheon in a little bit of trouble here. Willer against 3. We do have Andil and UCal making their way over, but Willer already super low. And so UCal and Andil didn't really want a full commit there.
Yeah, that was a bit of a freebie, to be honest. Yeah.
From this, it would be him.
Doesn't Garen do that as well? Where's Garen's skin? Oh.
Maybe Garen did get skinned, but Taeyeon is in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, that looked painful. Good pickup there, though, from DRX, able to punish that with Lahen's.
Yeah, I mean, Rich got that nice gank from Andil, and he was doing pretty well before. Also, Kingen got denied a wave after the gank. Sponge gonna go ahead and take these grubs here. The needles are coming out as Kingen is going to flash most of it. Almost 14k.
Yeah.
13.9. So Nomshim got the Ocean Drake. It looks like they're going to get the Hemtech Drake.
I mean, they're a little bit ahead, but it's just not sizable. It's a little worrying.
This is going to be Hextech Soul. It is.
Oh.
There you go.
Wow, good job.
I can see the future. Try your best not to die. Make sure you kill the enemies, not your own teammates, and try to get their inhibitors.
Oh, what?
Okay. All right, we got another TP coming in, actually.
Oh, they really want them.
They really want to get in here. UCal is in, and there's really no more room for them to run, as there were deep wards behind them, and they absolutely got punished.
And they actually don't even get heralds, so that's pretty worth.
I'd say absolutely worth. And DRX now more than 1,000 gold ahead. Scout.
Also, you have to remember the extra factor.
Didn't expect that
also,
deep ward.
Where was the bailout?
We got a little 1v1 here. Kingen is going all in onto Rich. And he's taking a whole bunch of damage. Grim Deliverance does come in. And meanwhile, we got a fight here in the top river over the Rift Herald as Jiwoo gets in there and does a ton of damage, but now puts himself in a bad spot against Scout. And now in the 1v1, we are going to see Rich does win that, as going back in on a UCal, he gets burst down. Willer goes in by himself, and that is never going to work out. As Andil, trying desperately to be useful, puts up a steadfast presence, doesn't do a whole lot, but yeah, Nomshim. And now we got the engage here on Andil. He's in a rough spot, honestly. He doesn't have his flash. Willer's as well. Does get the ult off, but Taeyeon is here. The shield is up. Willer trying to continue this fight, and now Rich, who is gigantic, is trying to take out this Callista, and the return of the team does come in, but the needles get him after the bailout. At the end of the day, though, Nomshim do have control over this Drake. Should be able to take it down for Soul Point.
Yeah, I mean, it's super scrappy, but Nomshim managed to get the dragon, and that's the main thing. Taeyeon getting a lot of value on this Callista. And these fights, I just feel like struggling to really get the consistent damage down.
The best soul in the game. And, okay, we got a little all-in here from Scout, who might regret his decision. Takes a bajillion damage. Just the bailout, though, as Lahens gets there. And yes, Willer will shut him down, but it's going to be a 2-for-1 in favor of Nomshim.
Oh, and Kingen stopped the TP.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not sure Rich would have wanted to follow that TP. As strong as he is, he would have just TP'd into 3 people.
He was low, he left, and then, like, Rich eventually got there. As now Scout, he's really not enjoying his existence here in the side lanes, as continuously getting ganked. DRX will not let their foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, he is not so... There's a TP coming in. Yeah.
All right, just flash and press R. That's better.
Why not?
No needles available here for Rich, so eventually even in the mist. He's trying to do his best and pummel down Sponge, but I think it's just a little bit too much.
That works. Just do that, you know? We'll pretend he didn't mess up the flag and drag combo.
That's fine.
That wall's really long anyway. UCal now level 13 though, you know, making some progress. Just hasn't really been picking up the farm as much as you'd hope.
This comes out, but meanwhile, Nomshim going for this dragon, taking a ton of burst and poke damage rather. And this engage from Lahens is not going to work out. The hostile takeover does hit onto Willer and catches the 2 of them, and now Taeyeon with the bailout on the left side should be able to take out Jiwoo, and there it is, but immediately dies afterwards. That's the 3rd time that's happened in this game. From apart, who just wants to stick together like a team.
See UCal threatening on the flank, and Rich too. If they can get a pincer here, it could be so devastating.
You can see that Nongshim knows about this. They don't want to commit as the ult is going to hit nobody from the Poppy. They're trying to isolate him though on the left side, and no bailout comes out. He's just dead. That's no AD carry for Nongshim now. Kingen in a rough spot is going to go into that passive sponge. And can't really do all this by himself. They're trying to get on top of Rich, but he just flashes the wall. And the knock into the wall here from Andal is huge. 880 gold goes over to UCal, and they should get this dragon.
Yeah, able to stop the soul coming through. So much damage done by Rich, and I think Lehens was inside the Callisto ult, so couldn't use the bailout on Taeyun. He just goes down. The angle of approach from DRX there was so good. Oh, well, it's half his health, but he's still alive. Sporadic Baron starts in this game. Oh, we are seeing...
the dragon.
There was like 7 pings that came in like a second there.
Well, we're going to have this Poppy ult hit something as the Jarvan goes flying, and now they're going for the engage. The hostile takeover is going to get Andal, but not this Gwen, as Lehens is trying to peel against the Gwen. Nobody can deal damage to Rich. He's getting low. Finally, they do take him out, and he was the main member that they were looking for, but UCal able to get 2. We're going to pick up a bit more, and finally that Bruiser Corki does go down as 80 carries are out of the fight. And Willer kind of by his lonesome here on the top side. Eventually, he should be going down.
You know, honestly, a lot of discipline from both 80 carries to not end up flashing. It's actually DRX who maintain a ton of Summoner Spell economy. So I think Nongshim are fine.
They haven't even started it yet, and this soul is already gone.
Willer's not up, and he doesn't have ult.
Yeah.
So
no, they're not doing Baron. Yeah, Andal's got to be careful about... Okay, they're trying to TP flank, actually, so enough about being careful. They just want to get on into Scout, and he's going to get supremely low, but they take out Jiwoo on the backside of that fight, and they get Rich. And it's really only UCal that is a damage dealer that's left here on the side of DRX. As Nongshim, they don't get everyone, but they get enough to go for this Baron.
Yeah, I think the big thing as well is Willer, no flash, no ult, played off miles away. He's not going to be able to contest for the smite. So Nongshim going to be able to secure the Baron off the back of this. And feeling pretty good with the outcome. DRX try and force this aggressive fight. It just doesn't pay off.
That just felt a little bit too forced. I mean, the TP was coming in. Willer was going head first, but you're right in the center of them.
Yeah, there we go.
But they got to get multiple angles against the Renata specifically, as Willer's going to go in. He's got a shield right in front of him, and Kingen's going to zone the rest of the team and nearly just take out Gio all by himself. Gio has to barrier and flash, and he's still going to go down. Bit of a disaster, but DRX tried their absolute hardest to make a fight work. And Nongshim say, we are just better at this point in time. As Rich, not even that far ahead anymore. Kingen was able to catch up by this point in the game. And with that, they should be able to push spot and win this one.
Yeah, Scout did a great job in this one, keeping UCal at bay, not letting him approach on the flank, keeping him accountable. And also Lehens with the Renata getting so much value in these fights. So they will be able to equalize the series. A scrappy game again. We're going to be 1-1 between these two and taking us to the game 3.
UCal going to try his best. Here comes Andal, but no ults and no health bars anymore. Down will go the Nexus. Nongshim brings us to a game number 3.
It definitely feels like Nongshim want to play at range and just see champion, Braum passive, Caitlyn trap, headshot. There you go. There's not a ton of engage in either composition.
He did chunk Kingen for about 20% of his health.
Kingen's just getting cut. He's like, what? Like, Willer came for the gank, and he's like, huh? And now Rachel, he's like, I'm going all out. And he's like, huh?
He's a bit confused.
He's like, dude, we're just supposed to auto each other for grasp stacks. Like, keep chill. Like, what's your problem?
Avoids the Braum gank.
Yeah. Oh.
And now Taeyun actually is going to get stunned up. The second shot does miss, but the fourth does. Okay, they're going to set it up. And that was very sad. I think he's just dead. It doesn't really matter, but, you know, it made him look a little silly. Yeah. Willer is going to pick up first blood in the bottom lane.
It did make it look like Jiwoo and Andal haven't practiced Jhin Bard that much, but they did still get the kill. So, you know, Willer being there definitely helped.
Tool, which can be utilized for good rather than evil. And
you're still going with that for evil line.
You know, they should use it. I would say. The Sponge is in a little bit of trouble here. Lehens is getting in there, though, and is going to land the stun on a Willer, who maybe did go a little bit too far. But they get the kill with the Shockwave, and Taeyun from miles away is able to take down Willer.
Because he's not going to have that much AP on the Jax.
It would feel pretty bad to lose those, I think, because maybe we're trying to kill Sponge again. This is looking like a replay, although UCal is getting engaged on Sponge. Very much isolated, but now he's got Lehens coming on over as Taeyun is just in there. He just dies like he was in the banana brush behind enemy lines, and that means that DRX is going to pick up a double kill. Nice little try from Ondil to land the double stun there. Not quite going to work out. UCal having a lot of protection here, and with the help of Ondil, she'll be able to chase down Lehens. Ondil just doesn't want to take the kill, and he won't have to. As a nice little fight goes the way of DRX.
So doomed if he'd not gotten this insane value here to turn around and get 2 kills. And they actually managed to get back on the map and get the dragon. So Scout clutching this fight out, ultimately, able to find massive value.
Oh, trying to set up here. We got 2. A little bit caught, but again, there's so much to get through. But Sponge is kind of left by his lonesome in the front. Lehens not able to block for him. A little bit overextended were Nongshim after the fight.
Yeah, that he is.
We have a TP from UCal to the top lane.
Yeah, Herald pretty gone. We will see Taeyun able to push the wave out, so they won't immediately be able to slam it mid with a wave.
He's got Storm Razor. We're trying to get on top of Lehens. I feel like Ondil has ult every 2 seconds. Like it's always up. And they're throwing everything into this Braum, but Nongshim are just really not grouping together as a team. It's well, over and over like these individual picks. Now it's a double kill for UCal.
Able to play so aggressive on the back of your counter-strike. So the initial portion of the fight, there's just very little counterplay. The Braum can't do much. You can't stack up the passive. You can't really and die and then jump in. That is not the play.
Yeah, I think we can pretty easily see that one. As, yeah, UCal going to be slowed up here. Doesn't have his flash, actually. Nice little shockwave, but even Exhaust going to be utilized trying to get him down. They give the kill and the shutdown gold over to Scout, who's now 4-1. Still behind UCal, funnily enough.
Pretty strong on this spike. I'm not sure if Scout is close to second item. But if you look at the items on DRX,
One Chemtech Drake.
It's just, especially like having completed items versus, you know, Giant Spelt Blasting Wand. It's not it. No, they're fighting it. Okay. Okay, they did get the Rylai's in. Sponge is a lot weaker than Willow, though.
And the TP just to get engaged on, and the setup here is gigantic once again. Scout has a nice 1v1 versus Gio, though, who is out of the fight. But we got Ritz kind of going insane mode on this backline in the actual fight. As it looks like they will eventually take out King, and Scout does get another kill, though. 5th for him. He's topping the damage charts, and it's not like he's playing it to tank Rek'Sai or anything. As now we get another engage onto Lehens, who is just out in the middle of nowhere, just dies to Willer, who is not going to stop there, continues to chase, and even gives the kill over to UCal.
A lot of control in the back of play after play from this Jax leading the charge, and a pick that, you know, we haven't seen that often in the LCK. Occasionally, as a counter pick that Xin Zhao is just paying off so well for DRX right now.
Bad spot.
Also, he's gone LDR seconds. He actually has good pen.
He's doing damage. It's actually happening. And here we go. The setup comes in once again with the Jax and the Orianna. Maybe this time a little bit too deep. As Sponge was actually able to zone for the rest of the team as well. And Scout does barely live.
Yeah, that's not a good trade. Willer overstepping a little bit there.
Yeah.
And a big shutdown given over.
But they did the cool combo, Ox.
Yeah. Okay, here's the Jhin ult.
It's a zoning ult. Just gonna push them back. Gets them the turret. It actually does have value here.
Yeah, not the most damage, not the best value ultimate, but, you know, DRX able to push forward and force them away.
Hell?
Okay, good peel.
It's okay, Rich is here. It was all a bait. No, Rich has to flash. That's pretty unfortunate. A bit of a mistake. UCal did not see the cupcake on the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Nongshim unable to contest. And it's definitely an uphill battle from this point for Nongshim from here. It's so hard to do Baron, I feel, on this season. Unless you get like an actual meaningful advantage in terms of kills. I think they're probably just looking towards Soul. as their route into finishing this game. Just difficult to approach. You can see Sponge clearing some vision around the Baron. But I just feel like Will is so ready just to jump in.
Oh! Well, if nobody gets in front of the Jhin, you're going to have some problems. As now, once again, the Bard ult is in there. The exhaust on the Willer, though. The combo isn't there. They don't have the damage. There's a full edge away and a big shuffle on it, too. Gets you Cal immediately. And Noxim are not out of this game yet. As here on the backside, you see that GA into the trap you were talking about. Headshot! And the headshot does come in, double kill, but it is still 3-on-3. Rich still doing quite a lot. Taehoon actually hit by the fourth shot. But still winning this one is Noxim. And let's see where they decide to go. Will they risk a Baron? I wonder.
I think you go Dragon, I think you go Baron. But Scout just refusing to lose this game. This is the man possessed. The shuffle was massive. And, you know, I was saying, I don't know if the GA is really going to be punished here. Oh, the knockup.
Well, they're just going to come in here and face check and hope they can win in the 2v3. Doesn't look very likely, based on what we're seeing here, although they're gonna get away. And G is kiting this one out pretty well, but he does get straight up ulted by the Scion as another missed stun from King, but it just does not matter. And that's a shutdown. Some extra gold for Taehoon. Look at that, he's 2,500 ahead. He is so fed in this game now.
He got a lot of gold from that. And yeah, I was wondering, is the GA gonna be punished? I didn't think it would. I thought DRX was so far ahead, but you saw there. They'll start it up.
The giant wave in top lane too. It feels like an Ocean have control right now. And it's okay, we are going to get the Bard ult down, but there's just no smite. Zondil doesn't have it either, and that is just going to be the smite down pretty late, actually. Went down to like 600 there, but still able to get it done.
Oh, Willard's coming back over, so they're just kind of forced their way out here. You can't.
Okay, it's going to catch Sponge. That's not what you're looking for. And there's the scoop on a UCal, but the damage a lot slower, and immediately goes down Scout. As Rich, he's kind of going in alone, though. That's not going to work out. A couple of kills go to Noxim after the fact.
Again, Scout with the clutch plays. He trades his life for UCal, but he doesn't care. He knows how strong this Orianna is. So many things that block damage. Yeah. There's the W from Kingin, there's the shield from the Hens, there's the ult from Sponge. Sponge is not very useful, but he can press his ultimate, and that buys time.
He's doing his job. It's not the flashiest job, but it's fine. Okay, they're going to catch Taehoon. They're going to catch Taehoon. And the front line, he gets shockwaved and killed! And DRX are right back in it. Sponge is just dead as well. And now the Jhin is opening up. Willer is unkillable! And he's going to hop on top of them. And immediately Noxim are falling like a house of cards. As it looks like Kingin will also be taken out. And just like that, TP in the mid lane, DRX have their eyes set on the mid lane.
And that's game. That's enough. And you look at the summoner spells. Taehoon's flash has just come back up. He only needed just a matter of 15 seconds for that summon to become available. And DRX pounced on the opportunity. Andal finds the window on this Bard again and punishes this Fed carry. Lehen's the last one alive. 13 seconds on the Caitlyn. I don't think it's enough.
Just a wild day of games, and it ends with this one. We thought we knew who was throwing, but it was thrown right back. An excellent play from DRX.